Luna, it's 2018, and we're hoping for cryptocurrency to be huge. Is there anything you want to say to the viewers? Give me a howl and say Happy New Year's to everybody. Oh, oh! I think she likes you guys. I think she likes you guys quite a bit. Hold on, I'm just bringing the mic a little bit closer to her. Luna, you want to say hi to everybody? Give me a howl. Oh, oh! Give me a longer one than that. You all know the viewers, they hate it. They give me a lot of poop. Every time you howl, not so long, they give me poop. So give me a long one. Oh, oh! We just talked about this like a minute ago. Do you not remember? Don't give me those big cute eyes. Give me a really long one for the viewers. Oh, oh! I'm getting really frustrated, guys. I think I'm going to end up having dog for dinner. Don't look at me with that really smug face right now. Give me a long one. 3, 2, 1. Oh, oh! Luna, just last one we're going to try. Oh, oh! There you go. She did it for you guys. She so did it for you guys. Okay. So this was my track record for November alone, right? November alone, I made a lot of public calls. And yeah, we lost some major trades. The ones that we lost, people lost a lot of money. The losses are right here, where I made 2 calls for Neo and Bitcoin Cash, and it definitely did not hit it at all, and it went down. It hit our stop loss, put it that way. But the winning ones were huge, guys. The winning ones were massive. Do you guys remember some of my IOTA ones right here? Check this out, guys. By the way, I just watched Anchorman. It was such a funny movie. Haven't seen that in a long time. So IOTA, where is IOTA? I made it November 20th. Well, not that one, way earlier than that. November 2nd, right? So IOTA November 2nd, I predicted 36 cents to at least $1, $1 something, $1 plus, and that one hit the mark. And then I stopped at subwave 1. And all the other ones from there, like I made some pretty massive predictions that have been bang on. But my point of all of this is that we try to be more right than we are wrong, right? And we try to profit over time. You can't go to the casino and expect to win every single time you play. You're going to have a lot of losers and you're going to have a lot of winners, right? And as long as we try to be profitable over time and manage our risk, that's how we make money. Who cares about some of the losses that we made? So first thing that we always do every time we open up a chart is we draw, well, I guess the first thing that I do, I should be clear, is that I draw my trend lines, right? And then Elliott wave can come first. But in this case, we're going to do Elliott wave first. We see a first wave here, a second wave here. This is where it first reached $1, and everyone was like, wow, is it going to reach $1 something again? And we see a third wave there, a fourth wave, and we see a fifth wave. And we see a awesome ABC correction coming down here. And the reason I'm revisiting this right now, I want to let you guys know, is because it's about to do 400%. Did you guys hear me right? 400%. That's right, 400. It's about to quadruple in the next, well, not quadruple, whatever $10 to $12 is, I guess 3 times, 3.5 times, close to there, very, very soon. Very soon. And it's going to be quite exciting when it does happen. So let me go over Elliott wave first of all for the new people. And thanks for watching, guys. And by the way, I would really appreciate you guys upvoting it on Steemit as well. I'll be keeping a detailed blog on there of a written one. So in case people don't want to actually watch the video, because I know my videos are extremely long, but they're designed to be long to give people a very detailed analysis, thoughts behind it, strategies as well, and also educational purposes as well, right? So be sure to visit the Steemit, and I would love it if you guys upvoted it. It's going to be like my coin this year. And then here we see a lovely ABC correction that has happened. You guys see this part right here, right? We see 5 beautiful waves just like this forming right now. So after we saw this 5 beautiful waves up, right, we can just kind of draw a trend line like this over here. Just kind of get an idea of where it could possibly land, like worst case scenario, right? I mean, people were probably drawing trend lines right here, I'm guessing. First, people were probably drawing trend lines right here, right? Kind of like that. Now people are probably drawing trend lines something like this, I'm guessing. Right here, which makes sense. And then we're on the daily chart, by the way, right now. Okay, and then we draw this right in here. just isolate the area that we're working with, right? You see like a bullish flag that's forming right now, right? Definitely like a bullish flag. And on the daily chart, which has only got 6 hours to go, we've got a hammer right now that's about to form. And this hammer is an incredibly, incredibly bullish candle. Now, let's go over the Elliott wave counts. So this is holding right now, and then we're isolating the area even more to where it is, right? So the area that we see it kind of being cornered into right now is right here, right? And now we want to count the Elliott waves to see if there were actually 5 waves. What we're hoping for is an ABC. Now this might not be an actual uptrend right now. Who knows? It might not be an uptrend. It might fail, right? We see an ABC has formed already. We do see the ABC right here. A, this is all of B, and this is just a small c that we see form here. But first of all, I want to go over the indicators with you guys, okay? I want to go over the daily here. See how it's leveling off right here? Leveling off right here. Yes, it's down ticking, but it looks like it wants to curve up a little bit. It needs a few more days. And if we also draw on the histogram right here, it's positively or bullishly diverging, right? That histogram looks good right now. It's definitely finding support here. Some might argue it's a descending triangle, and yes, it might possibly break, guys. It might absolutely break to the downside if it fails right around this apex area. On the 4-hour chart right here, right, it's starting to cross over right now into a more bullish zone. On the 2-hour chart, the MACD has already crossed over. It's looking fantastic right now. It's already bounced and getting a series of higher highs there. On the 1 hour, it's looking really good as well. It's not parabolic. It's rounding off right now. It's actually down ticking right here. It's reaching a fairly high high. But this specifically where we are right now, we're going on a 3rd wave, and then there's going to be a small correction, and then a 5th wave. And then we're going to attempt the 3rd wave, and we're going to see if it breaks, if it falls down below this critical area over here. Well, did you guys just see what happened here? That was so weird. I think I have to refresh my page. All of my stuff on the other side went missing. Okay. Let me reload it here quickly. I tell everybody to buy TradingView, but I don't buy it myself. Okay. So, ABC patterns can come in many shapes and forms. It can come in an ABC zigzag, right? B especially can come in many different forms. Waves, the correction waves, for example, 2 and 4 can come in different shapes as well. B to C always comes in a zigzag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in variations. 0 to A can come in many different forms as well, especially if we're talking about 3, 3, 5 corrections or 5, 3, 5 corrections. But C could create a double bottom that you guys see often as well, right? That was one variation, the zigzag, with a typical extension of 1 to 1, but it can range, right? Fibonacci is never that reliable. Fibonacci is always good, but you can never rely on it. Not alone, at least. With other tools and indicators, it's a good tool. You can get like a double bottom right here, or if there's a very strong downward force for A, then wave C ends up becoming truncated. And this usually happens because of something like this, right? It ends up wedging in here like that. And then what ends up happening is, you know, we could get a, then it attempts to break out to the upside over here, right? It attempts to break out to the upside, but if that ends up failing, then, you know, it can make many different variations as well that we're seeing quite often right now is A, B, C, D, E corrections, like Bitcoin's forming that I called earlier and nailed. It was awesome to nail that one. Bitcoin found the bottom and I called it. It was so nice. Yeah, so this is a typical correction as well. You know, we can get other types of corrections like W, X, Y, Z in the worst case, right? So we can get triple Elliott wave combos, we can get double Elliott wave combos, we can get single Elliott wave combos, just so many different variations of corrections. But the one that we see right now is this right here, right? We absolutely see this. It's hard to argue against this right now. So when I was in the 1 hour time frame, I believe it was that. Let's count the waves coming down, guys. Okay, so this is all of wave 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is so beautiful to count. This is all of wave 1, right? This is where wave 2 is, and we'll tackle that in a few. This is wave 2. This is wave 3. This one we had a big wave 3. That's the flash. Where people don't understand. Whoops, I drew that wrong. This is wave 1. Wave 2 is somewhere there. 3 is a flash crash because people don't realize that there's only 5 waves up. And like we talked about earlier, we talked about earlier, there's can only be 5 motive waves up, and then a big correction happens, right? That's what happens. Yeah, so this flash crash, it happens, right? Because people are in these leveraged long positions, like I mentioned in my previous videos. And when you're in these leveraged long positions and you don't count your Elliott wave properly, what ends up happening is this right here. So there's only a finite amount of orders in the order book, right? I mean, yeah, there's going to be a limited amount only. And people are stuck in these long positions, and most people will play their entire positions, right? So liquidation is bound to happen to the majority of people who are still going long, and they don't realize corrections are a normal part of the market cycle, right? So then when these happen, imagine you're in line, okay? And, you know, people are getting stop loss, right? They're getting triggered stop losses, or they're getting liquidated. So if you're in a long position, you got to close your position by selling. So if there's not enough orders, when all these people need to fill their positions to close, right, you have to basically wait in line, because it's happened to so many thousands of people happening, hundreds, thousands of people happening, that you're waiting in line for orders. So the guy in front of you is going to get a better fill than you. He's going to get a better price than you, right? And the guy behind you is going to get, he's going to have to sell his long position. And because you got the better price ahead of him, he's going to get the lower price ahead of you, losing more money. So some people got into a negative position, I'm sure, because there weren't enough liquidity for people to actually come out with just their necessary equity required of 15%. So these happen an extreme amount, and they're my favorite times. I've caught a few of them before. I caught a Measy Go one time when it was $6.90, guys, on November 17. I remember it was an awesome day. Okay, I'm gonna go back to it just to show you guys it, because I remember that day. I'm pretty sure it was November 17. I could be completely wrong. It was $6.90. Okay. I just let me indulge me, guys. Just indulge me. Or, sorry, it was September. I was completely off. It was September 15th, okay? $6.50. I got mine at $6.90, guys. It was such a good day. Anyways, so this happened to Measy Go, and that was one of the ones that I caught before. So, wicked stuff. So anyways, sorry about that. I took a little bit of a break there. So right now, if we take a look closely at it, and if we take on a 4-hour chart, the top right here and right here. So the first thing I do, like I mentioned, is either draw the trend lines or Elliott wave. So we saw 5 waves go up there, and now we draw the support line up here. Oh, sorry, resistance line. And then we draw our support lines in here. And it's so hard to disagree with the fact that we see it wedging in here, right? We see it wedging in here, and I'm sure this one broke already, so we're not going to count that one. But, you know, just to get an idea, nothing here is very parallel to it. The next one is most likely around here that we see, but I really doubt that we'll ever see these ranges again, to be quite honest, right? This is a range that we're just not going to see down here. But, you know, if it does break, guys, if it does break, I will say firmly now that it's free fall from here to here in this range. But, you know, let's take a look at the overall. How much did it retrace, right? Overall, it retraced a very healthy amount. it retraced to about the 0.5 region it bounced off of, and it was very bullish all the way, specifically in this region, slightly above 0.5 and below the 382 region. And it definitely dipped, lots of profit, and this is where the flash crash happened, right? Where it went back down to $1.10 there, right? So that's fairly healthy as well, I would say. Hate to admit it, that it hurt a lot of people, but at the same time, it's also very healthy that things like this happen. Because, yeah, profits have to be taken, guys, and yeah, just don't get too greedy, you know. If there's a really strong uptrend, if you're hot, you're hot. If you're on a hot streak, guys, just walk away for a little bit. You know, get your cards, get your chips off the table there, cool off, enjoy your profits, and take a huge step back and reevaluate to see what's going on with everything. So here, we saw the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And here, what we usually see is something like this that I see forming already. Last time I took a look at it was like 6 days ago when it was up here. I do see it hitting like 450 ranges, right? Just it's going to be a little bit of a wow. It's going to be a consolidation phase. So here we'll just call this A, we'll call this B, we'll call this C, call this D, and we'll call this E in there. And from A to B, we usually see something like here. A, B, and C. And we're probably going to get a pretty good ratio. Actually, that's going to be kind of redonkulous if I use this ratio using the flash crash. Yeah, I'm not a fan of using that ratio there. Definitely not. Sometimes some tools work, sometimes some tools don't work. So here we have 5 impulse waves up, right? And here we have an A, B, C, D, E correction. That's, I think I mentioned all of this last time. I can't remember. Right, it kind of wedges in there like that with a small bull break or bull trap there. And I remember zooming in actually and showing the 5 impulse waves up here for A. And then we always get basically an ABC type correction here, sometimes A, B, C, D, E, and just so many different forms of corrections, but those are the most typical ones. And then here we get 5 waves up that are fairly beautiful as well. We get 1, 2, this one would be 3, 4, and it's basically 5, just like that. It might even be a 3, 3. So the one coming down here is sometimes for ABC corrections, you can get 3, 3, 5s, and sometimes 5, 3, 5s, right? This one is clearly a 5, 3, 5, and it's not going to count as a 5 wave because the wave, if this was wave 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 right here, it's retraced heavily into the territory of wave 1 already, right? But sometimes as well, what we can see is a diagonal. So guys, don't be scared if you guys see another correction, because it can happen. We could get like a leading 5th wave, or sorry, an ending 5th wave is what they call it. Ending 5th wave diagonal, ending wedge, something like that. Where, let's draw it a little bit better, like this, okay? Where we get 5 in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can get a 5th wave somewhere right in this green zone, which is the buy zone, right? So that's definitely possible, but either way, guys, it's wedging right now, and I do think that it's near the end of the correction. It's assuming we drew our lines or our trend lines properly here, we could be looking at the end of correction on January 16th, which is in about 5-6 days from now, right? So yeah, once again, I'm just going to draw this in here, that we're very close to the end of here. That's A, that's B, that's C. I think we're going to see one more touch in here and here. So right now, I mean, it's too late, honestly, to enter into a position to try to get to D, but watch this D position very carefully. And I'm just going to guess it's somewhere around like $3.90, about 380 to 390. That kind of range, 380, 390. And then we're going to round off here, and then this entire region, just down over here in general, right? You guys can draw the shapes in yourself between, say, I don't know, 320. No, it's not going to go to 320. Who am I kidding? you know, anywhere in there from like 340 to 350 if it falls back down here, right? And another really good thing to do is, of course, you want to buy at the lowest possible price, but if you guys see clear conviction of a breakout, right? Clear conviction of a breakout, definitely. And depending on risk to reward ratios are awesome and all to use, but everyone trades differently. Whether you're an investor, a swing trader, a scalper, whatever, right? A day trader, it really depends on the kind of trader that you are. So you might hold your positions differently. Me, I will be laddering it extremely differently. But what we need to do right now is figure out some targets, okay? Targets first for this breakout that is very imminent. Now that we have a correction all the way down to here and everything has been completed, waves 1 to 5, we use our Fibonacci extension tool from the beginning of there to here, and we're going to go with a very conservative, okay? We're gonna not use the flash crash, and we're gonna use it as well. So halfway in between, okay? Halfway in between. I mean, is that too generous? I mean, some people might even say, hey, like you shouldn't be using the flash crash, right? Should I use maybe half of it? That might be too much. Maybe only even a quarter or the majority of here. So it's very subjective where you use it, right? The flash crash did happen. It did count. It was a lot of volume, and it should be counted a little bit. Therefore, I should probably just use a tiny bit of it for a Fibonacci extension as our absolute bottom. I can't just forget about it. I have to use some of it, definitely, right? So, the 0.5 Fibonacci level, from where it all is, seems like a reasonable one as well. Therefore, guys, assuming that this is wave 1 here, and this is wave 2 correction, wave 3 is often the longest but never the shortest. Therefore, it would be very, very normal of us to target a basic extension of at least $8.60. But the better thing to do would be to target a very bullish market for altcoin markets in general, because we assume Bitcoin is bullish. We have reached the bottom for Bitcoin as well. This is going to be the year for Bitcoin. We're reaching the bottom near 13 to 14K right now. It's going to gun for 25K, guys. It's getting too much publicity in the media right now. Everybody's on board with cryptocurrency. The whole market feels it. Don't you guys feel this overwhelming sensation of the biggest bull market in the mankind, is it mankind? Humankind, in the history of humankind? I feel it, guys. I've been feeling it since like August last year when I was trading on Music Go at 50 cents. You know, I was feeling it since Ethereum was $10 when I got it in like January last year as well. So yeah, I've been feeling it since like IOTA at 32 cents, since Ripple at 22 cents, guys, since Neo at like 23 cents. Man, it's been an amazing ride right now. Omize Go especially is a champ right now, and I've got my eye on that guy. Omize Go, Neo, I've got so many good coins up my sleeves right now, and you guys are going to get inside of my head for all of it. So anyways, we are counting it a little bit. Therefore, guys, we are going to go for a target. Long-term target. Okay, guys, we're talking long-term target. Like, if all of this right here, okay, if all of this right here from the beginning of wave 1, where it started, okay, which was here, say here, to where wave 5 ended, took 154 days, we're also just going to guess that the end of the apex, it's also 154 days. We're going to take an average of the middle, right? Also 154 days. Actually, why don't I just bring this box over? No, I need both of them, that's right. That's 154 days. I will, you know, go for the exact same amount. 154 days allocated there. We're looking at, you know, up to September at the latest, right? Maybe. And earliest, I'd say like April-ish. That's a very long-term projection. But why can't we make it? It's definitely possible for us to make this projection. We've got waves 1 completed. We've got waves 2 pretty much completed as well, guys. So are you guys interested in tripling or quadrupling your money? Make sure you guys keep an eye on this, okay? Make sure you guys keep an eye on IOTA. There's an immensely awesome freaking chance right now for you to quadruple your money long term. And we're also going to do just basic risk to reward. I'm so lazy this year, guys. I'm sorry, I'm so lazy. I can eat like potato chips and like ravioli for like a year, I feel like. Okay, so we're going to set a risk to reward ratio of, I don't know, I'm going to say super round number, guys, $3. Is that fair? $3. Okay, and if there's a breakout, I'm just going to hold it. I'm just going to hold it for a freaking long time. I'm going to hold it for, you know, go for the first target. Yeah, it's a pretty amazing risk to reward ratio. I'd say, you know, you can probably allocate a different one as well. You can probably allocate way more, all the way to the beginning of, I don't know, it's up to you guys where you want to do it. Even to the 786 level if you guys want to be super crazy. Not super crazy, but okay, that's a little bit extreme. This is also a little bit extreme as well, to ride it all the way to the top of the fifth wave. Let's give a realistic extension, okay? The first target will be around $7.37 for the end of subwave 1, and you know, this is a pretty good risk to reward as well. You can keep it really tight at $3. $3 is a pretty round psychological number, right? So guys, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? At the end of this breakout, if and only if it breaks upwards, I'm just going to buy like 40K. I'm honestly just going to buy like 40K IOTA and just lock it away. Not even on margin. I'm just going to buy it and just put it away. And I'm just going to check back on it like every few days and see how it's going. And I'm going to adopt the hold and the forget strategy because we're still bullish overall. Daily, we're still bullish overall. Every time we're getting near this 55 EMA, we're bouncing near it. Which means that we're not even getting close to the 100 EMA. So guys, keep an eye on IOTA, okay? We're gonna get to a zone like around $3.70 or so, $3.70 or so, and then we should make one more touch somewhere, and the touch should be somewhere between like 340 and 350 range right there. And then watch for it, guys. If it breaks down, you guys, I'm not a financial advisor, don't forget, okay? But if it breaks down, you guys short it, okay? If it breaks down, you guys just short it. Yeah! Sorry, I got really excited. My position for Ripple closed, guys. I shorted Ripple. You guys know what I shorted Ripple since? I shorted Ripple since 205, okay? And my position just closed right now. It literally closed at 193. That's 12 cents, guys. From 205 to 193. That's 12 cents, and I had 5,000 Ripple. So I'm pretty happy with that. I just made, I think, $720. Yeah, I'm done trading for the day. Can you guys hear me grinning through the microphone? You guys hear me grinning? I'm grinning right now. Oh yeah, it's so awesome. Okay guys, are you guys ready? We're gonna have a really good time with IOTA. So keep an eye on this pattern that's forming right here, okay? It's a really strong pattern. If it breaks down, guys, I'll see you literally at the 0.618 level. Don't forget that I said this. If it breaks down, guys, it is a free fall. And then we will see you guys at the Fibonacci level, where this trend line meets right here. I will see you guys at $2.28 if that happens. So guys, to leave you guys off, I just want to tell you guys that it's been an incredible ride with you all with IOTA. You know, we've gone to many different places. We've explored a lot of strange places as well. So IOTA, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the IOTA altcoin cryptocurrency. Its mission: to explore strange new highs and seek out $7, and sometimes even find new civilizations too. Of all things internet, it'll boldly go where no fiat has gone before. So if you guys enjoyed this analysis, you guys know what to do. You guys can like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. I tweet a lot of goodies on Twitter as well, like stuff that you might not find on YouTube especially. And yeah, you guys should definitely check out my Twitter and Steemit, guys. I love it. If you guys upvoted on Steemit as well, you know, just to support the community and serve Philocon as well. And also, lastly but not least, Luna's got her own little crypto. Oh, she's so cute behind me. Her own little cryptocurrency piggy bank. I'll never feel obligated, but if you guys ever want to, you're welcome to donate to it. It all goes towards tequila and vodka and her lawyers, because you know she's tries to call PETA, but I'm like, nah, no, Luna, you're not calling PETA. I treat you just fine. I'm just kidding, guys. You guys know I love Luna. She's like the best part of my life. I would never do that to her. So anyways, there's so many opportunities this year. I've had a fantastic second half of 2017, guys. That's been how long I've been around for, and I've been consistent for like as long as you guys have known me for, right? I'm not going anywhere, just the people who are wondering, right? I'm going to be heavily involved in cryptocurrency this year, especially TA. And because I've had a lot of success last year, and man, you guys have seen some of my calls. Remember my Bitcoin Cash call from 27, I called it from 1300 to 2800 and I hit 27.99. And then I called the 851 correction, or sorry, 850 correction, and I hit 851. It was like, man, just some of the plays and the risk to reward ratios that we've had. And I've had awesome success. A lot of my friends have done really well as well last year. And I just want to pass the love. I want to make sure that you guys are well informed as well with lots of different opinions from different perspectives. And we are all in love with IOTA. Who are we going to deny? We are in love with these coins that are between $2 and $5. EOS, we don't care about EOS anymore. It's not that fun trading it, right? It takes for mountains to move it. But Ripple, you know, or even ETP, right? ETP as well, and IOTA, right? It's like they're so fun to trade. These coins are just fractions of a $10 right now, right? I mean, the best coins to trade right now, in my opinion, is day trade, is IOTA. Omizigo is okay, and Ripple, right? These $3 coins are awesome. ETP, sometimes you get really good chances as well. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. I know I'm talking quite a bit right now. I got this new strain. It's called God's Green Crack. God's Green Crack makes me very happy. It's a very different change than Gorilla Glue. Gorilla Glue made me feel like my head was full of glue. And like I was heavy like a gorilla. But now I just feel really upbeat. It's very euphoric, you know, it makes me feel really relaxed, a little bit more social, more calm, a little bit more confident as well. Like calm but very decisive. As you guys notice, my mood has really changed from last week. And if you guys remember, the mood is usually associated with this change in the strain, right? And last week I was talking about Gorilla Glue. I'd like to thank, you know, this awesome person / place. It was a perfect suggestion. And this one, God's Green Crack, is also perfect for doing TA on. So have yourselves a great day, guys. I'm out and I'm done talking. See you.